Okay, so I'm Grasswalker, welcome back to the ranked draft. We're doing pretty well. We've gone 3-1, which is always a good start, but this is where stuff starts picking up because the people you're playing have also got 3 to 4 wins. So this is where the terrible decks and the bad players have started to filter themselves out. Now we're playing the likes of Amsterdam, who may or may not be quite good. This has our colours, has 2 cards, removal. This is fine. Again, the deck has a couple of cards that are double green and nothing that's double red. So this is the perfect land setup, having 2 forests and then other stuff. Wall of Runes definitely slows us down. People seem to generally dislike these cards that are like, oh, it's just a 0-4, like a 1-5, because they're too defensive. But they can definitely stonewall aggression. We'll play the Prophet so that we can have some cheese, like swing, Pyro Helix, that goes to 2, this does 2 and it kills the wall. And then we would have killed the wall. There's a slim chance when people are picking these cards, like Wall of Runes, that they've got the Huatli, I think it's Huatli, the card that makes everything do damage equal to its toughness. 1-5, that changes things. Can't Pyro Helix it down anymore. We could threaten to. This should scare him into taking the damage. Should. He's reading it, and he took the damage. There's no risk for me, because it's a 1-5, he had no mana. So there's 0 risk to me to make that bait. And there's a chance I get damage, and there's a chance that I just tap the Prophet, which again doesn't matter because he has no attackers. So that's a nice little play, I like that. I feel good about that. But I don't feel good about how this game's going. Oh, Ashiok's not very good for us. He's definitely slowing the game down, and he hit some of our best cards.
Remember your nightmares.
And we top deck some of our worst cards. That's really quite annoying. You can definitely punch Ashiok though. And he has to show some respect. He was scared of the Prophet last turn, so he should be scared of the Prophet again. But now that it's threatening Ashiok, okay, he's not too scared of it. We still get a damage on Ashiok, so she basically saved 4 cards. One or 2 targets. So if he plays a 1 power or 1 toughness creature, we can snipe it and do damage to Ashiok. We can also finish Ashiok now. God, she needs to shut up. She talks every time. If you hover over, if you click her, if you hit her, she just never shuts up. That's interesting. I'm actually going to snipe her now and get my scry. Crunch. Doesn't get through the wall. So the Crunch and the Ceratok together, I guess, go around the wall. We'll keep it, it's a decent card.
This is difficult to digest.
Trample, Crunch. May as well spend the most mana we can. There's a chance we get Kiora. No, there isn't, because she's gone. There's actually a little bit of risk involved in this. We didn't have any mana open anyway, so that was a dumb thing for us to do. He might have that Shriek card, the 4 mana haste 2/1 flyer, which Snare Spinner would have eaten. But we didn't achieve anything either because we didn't leave our mana untapped. So that wasn't very smart by us. This is definitely worth it though. Crunch plus Ambush. Syncopate doesn't exist in this set, but I'll play the land anyway. take out the wall. And then we can do the big swing. Because that's a lot of creatures. I don't think he wants to lose his mana. He's been on this 4 mana for a long time. So him being at 5 is a huge difference for him. So we get to swing with stuff like the Burning Prophet, like the Grim Initiate. That's first strike anyway. But I guess it's just a Burning Prophet. Crunch swings next turn. We're definitely swinging for lethal next turn, which will force some blockers. So he needs to answer the field right now. He needs something. That's something. It reduced the field. He's still in a bad spot, because this is still a lot of damage. But it's not too bad. We're going to hold on to this in case we get the Evolution Druid. We don't have any counters yet, but he might, for example, kill the Initiate and then we get the Evolution Druid and then we can play the land. It's a slim chance, but there's no reason to play it anyway. Unless she's been exiled as well. She hasn't. That's some big amassing. We might have missed our window to win this game. Depends on what we top deck. Gloomhawks. Not bad. We should swing first. Crunch might trade with the Skylord. Snare Spinner actually successfully swings quite healthily. Grim Initiate only dies to the 2-2. Burning Prophet also dies to the 2-2. But we would get through for damage, and I want him to kill the Initiate here. So we'll see what he does. That's a very interesting choice. It's very good for us, because now we get to amass that token. And now we have a good field again, still swinging for lethal, and we got a tiny bit of damage in, just a little bit. Now he's down to 2. He's playing 4 color good stuff. Possibly 5 color, because he played a Wanderer's Strike. Eugen's kind of God mode. That's pretty much the best card in the set for any deck, because it's colorless. I'm a little bit sad and a little bit disappointed that he didn't get punished at all for being 5 color. Alright. He has a jumping 2-2. We have a 2-2 Snare Spinner, technically goes through quite handily. We have 4 creatures, he has 3, so we're going to get through for at least 1 damage. I think we just swing everything at him. We're not going to be able to contest the Eugen. He might double block the Gloomhawk, but I guess he can't actually do that. So that'll trade, and then the Druid's going to have to die to something. Which takes away some of his colours. Puts him to 1. Oh, jeez, we're coughing. We have 3 creatures though. Eugen will be able to take 1 of them out, but that means he won't be able to summon a Chumper, or he can summon a Chumper which will chump 1 of them. So he needs to answer 2 of these creatures. He's got 7 mana to do it. As we knew, Eugen can get 1. But he needs to answer both of these with this 7 mana. Okay, that's 1. That answers the Wrangler very well. What's he going to do for the other one? He needs to answer the final Spare Spinner, because he's only at 1. This is all it takes. He's tapping for a black, but I don't know what he's going to do with that. Possibly some New Horizons cheese. Black double green. What have you got? Have you got an answer? Because if you do, we probably lose, because the Eugen's going to just keep getting value. We're not going to present more than 1 threat a turn, because we only draw 1 card a turn. And Eugen answers 1 threat a turn. So this really is our last chance to win. 8 the Fallen gives him a Wall of Runes and we lose. It also gives him an Ashiok, but He used double green for some reason. And I'm pretty sure that's all she wrote, unless we draw... just land. There's nothing we can do here. Because if we swing the Griminish, it takes out the Wrangler. So he's going to start getting real far ahead off of the Eugen +2. Ashiok's going to present a clock, and then he's just going to hide. I don't think we have any reach in this deck. I think the reach we had is gone. Chandra's Pyrohelix. The ambush doesn't do anything either, because the cards aren't big enough. Kiora got unluckily milled, so we don't have the value plan. Domri got milled, so free fights are gone. He has Tamayo and Ujin? This guy high rolled on his draft. Jeez, and he's only 10 cards into his deck.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
That again was another mistake. Because he could have played Tamayo. Oh, I guess he couldn't, he needed the green.
Terror and horror are the ingredients of the perfect.
Can we mute Ashiok? Bolt Bend might actually win us the game if he tries to do something. Because we can afford to cast it. If he tries to Wanderer strike us, we can strike him back. Or we're drawing his land, though. Bolt Bend is possibly the best thing we could have drew if he tries to Catharsis us to win the game, close it out early. I don't think we stop the Wanderer strike, because that doesn't win us the game. He's got 3 creatures, he's about to have 4. Tamayo brings stuff back. Ashiok's gonna mill me. Although we could Bolt Bend the Ashiok, wipe his graveyard. It's a nice play.
You will be haunted by this.
Jesus Christ, shut up. She's so loud. She just talks all the time.
Ether itself serves me.
Definitely not swinging. Our way to win is that he plays a burn spell and we Bolt Bend it.
And find.
He has Bolas as well. This guy's draft's a total meme. He has 4 pretty decent, 3 excellent rare walkers. 1's mythic. And Ashiok's kind of bad. More land. Doesn't win us the game. Maybe if Ujin tries to exile a permanent? No, that won't work. Could change the Tamayo target. We just have to accept that Ashiok.
Behold,
Civilization
I
encroaches.
lost my appetite.
We need him to try and burn us for like 1 damage. Maybe a Davriel Shadowfuge. Because if we don't, we're going to have to counter the Ashiok mill, because that will immediately lose us the game. Be nice to wipe his graveyard, but not that nice. He's taking Wanderer Strike.
No
Stop
tale
using your
should be
mana on
discarded.
removal. That doesn't win me the game. Alright, we're cleaned out. We just want him to do any amount of burn damage, we Bolt Bend it. It's our slim. That's our 1 in a billion Ant-Man universe up butthole chance.
Lies beyond vision.
That's not bad, actually.
I only pick target. How you lived is how you'll die.
Might spook him. I don't think it will, but it might. We're gonna have to counter the Ashiok ability and make him mill himself, because if we don't, we lose.
I leave you. Remember, your nightmares remain.
And I guess we no longer win to the reflected burn. We could have let the Ashiok happen, but then he just passes his turn. Right now, our win condition is if he forgets to block the assassin, or if he disconnects. I think those are the only two win conditions we have left. Eugen's taking out Vraska for some reason, not the token. Is Tamayo milling himself as well?
I noted this somewhere.
Man, why couldn't he have a handful of these garbage to fairy time twists when we were trying to kill him? Fox Channel is pretty good. People have been playing really slow today. Crunch doesn't win us the game. Come on, just take it. Come on. Don't block that. What is he waiting for? It's like this game's gone for 20 minutes and 16 of those minutes have been waiting on this guy to decide what to do. You've won! Just win! Just do literally anything. I have no idea what this last card is. It's a shame Jace doesn't work for me.
I'm always a step ahead.
You got Jace as well, though. This deck's completely stacked. Bolas, Jace, Eugen, Tamayo. Those are all top cards. Alright, well, we ran into a stacked deck that just destroyed us. Looks like we're going to go 3-3, but we'll see what happens in the next video. Bye.